express entry system. Hello everyone, this is your host Rahul. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody is doing good. Today's video is regarding the express entry system. Since the time Government of Canada announced about resuming the express entry draws and getting back to the normal processing time of the files, and most of the people are confused. What are the documents required? And what is the process of creating an express entry profile? And what is express entry? First of all, what is express entry system? Express entry system is the best way to get the permanent residency of Canada. And in this video, I will be explaining the whole process of creating the express entry profile and all the documents that we require ahead of the time so that you don't miss an invitation. So let's go to the desktop mode and be with me in the video till end so that you can understand all the documents and the process, how it works. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like button, and share with your friends so that they can benefit from this video. And if they are eligible, they can create the express entry profile and come to Canada as a permanent resident. Before explaining how to create an express entry profile, I would like to share information about the documents those are required before creating an express entry profile, and upfront documents those can be created before getting an invitation. So the list of all the documents those are required throughout the process. But before creating an express entry profile, there are two main documents those are required. The first one is your language test. It can be from different agencies, like one is IELTS or one is CELPIP. It depends upon you, what you like, and where you want to test your English abilities. If you are from a country where English is not your first language, then you have to have the English language credential exam, and that you can get it before creating an express entry profile. And the next one is evaluating your study, the study that you have done in your home country, or it should not be from Canada. If you have done study in Canada, there is no evaluation needed for that. But if you are applying from outside Canada and you have done your master's or your bachelor's from any university, then you have to get it evaluated with the Canadian agency, that is WES, World Education Services. You can go to the website. I will post a link down in the video, and you can visit this website and you can get evaluation of your study. And after this, you can create your express entry profile. But you can get upfront documents. Those are police clearance from any country that you have lived more than 6 months. And the next one, upfront medical exam. You can book an appointment with the hospital. Those are eligible to do the medical for the immigration purposes. So these are the 4 documents those are required for the process. And let's go to the desktop mode and learn how to create the express entry profile. So as we discussed that I will be discussing how to create an express entry profile in this video. But before creating an express entry profile, I would like to share very important information that to become eligible under express entry, one has to get a experience of 1 year and 1560 hours simultaneously. These two things should go parallel. One cannot say that he have worked for 6 months and he have completed his 1560 hours and he's eligible to create an express entry profile. No. So these two things should go parallel, that 1 year and 1560 hours. It roughly comes up to 30 hours a week. So it's kind of partially full-time job. The experience that you are gaining, it should be under two uh, NOC codes. It should be under NOC code B or O. So this is the dummy account that I have prepared in other video, in which I have explained that how to create a GC account. If someone is watching this very first time, I will post a link below in the description, so that you can go and visit how to create a GC account to create any kind of application. It could be an express entry profile, or it could be a visitor visa application, or it could be a open work permit, or whatever you wishing to do with your profile. So let's go to apply to come to Canada. So here you can find three different options. One is visitor visa, study, work permit, express entry, and international experience class. So in this way we can go with the particular situation that suits with you. But today we will be preparing an express entry profile. So this is the second option here. You can see we're gonna click on this one. So from here onwards, it will ask you the questions. So one have to give all the answers according to his or her situation. So the very first question they have asked is, if you do not know yet, choose the province or territory you are most interested in. So you have to choose the territory or the province that you are interested in to immigrate to. So we will select Ontario and we will hit next. You need to submit language test results for all the programs under express entry. Which language test did you take for your first official language? As I told you, we need two primary documents before creating an express entry profile. The first one was your language ability test, and the next one is your 1 year of experience. So we will select IELTS and we will hit next. What date did you take the test? Because most of these tests are valid for 2 years, so we will select the latest date that you have given the test and you got your TRF. So we will select 2022 and we will select the month. Suppose you took test in March, and the date could be any, whatever finds the best in your case, and we will hit next here. Enter the test scores for speaking, because there are 4 modules: speaking, listening, and reading and writing. So we will be selecting how much scores you have gained. So suppose one got like 8 in speaking, 8 in listening, 7.5 in reading, and writing it could be 7 or 7.5, whatever you have in your TRF. So we'll hit next here. Do you have other language results? Which language test did you take for your second official language? In this case, sometimes some people take the test for French, but in this case we will select none, and we will hit next. In the last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? It must have been full-time or equal amount in part-time. As I explained, that if you was part-time and your experience, suppose you worked for 2 years but you was part-time, you was working only 20 hours a week, then your the second condition of 1560 hours will complete in, I think, almost 1.5 years. So you will select one, less than one, or more than one. So we'll select one or more than one. And if you it says like in the last 3 years how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada. If you are currently in Canada and you're applying through express entry, and this is the condition if you have worked in Canada for any kind of job that falls under NOC code B or O, so we'll select none because most of the people those are applying under express entry federal skilled workers, they are applying from outside Canada, so we'll select none from here. During this period, which national occupation classification level is most of your experience in? And as I told you, so you have to select the NOC code. There are several NOC codes that may fit to your job position. You have to find it on the website. I will explain another video about this. If you do not have any Canadian work experience during this period, please choose none of the above. So we'll select none of the above from here. And next, in the last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have? It must have been continuous, paid full-time or equivalent amount in part-time, and in only one occupation. So you have to select like as I told you, to be eligible you have to be at least, it should be 1 year. In the last 5 years, do you have at least 2 years of experience in one of these type of jobs? So you have to find the NOC code as I told you, starting with 72, 73, 82, 92, 63, 632, 633. So because these are the special industries like industrial, maintenance, supervisor, processing, manufacture, you have to find it yourself. If you are not sure of the NOC code for your job, you can find it here as I told you. So we will select less than 2 years. We will select less than 2 years and next. How much money in Canadian dollars will you bring to Canada? So as I told you, there is a fund requirement for federal skilled worker. For one candidate, it should be $13,310, and if you are like accompanying with your family, then it will increase. You can find the chart on this website, and you can easily check how much money you need according to the applicants, how many applicants you are accompanying with you. So we'll select 13,310, and in between like 16,569. How many family members do you have? Like if you're a bachelor, you're applying only one, so on that basis I am creating this express entry profile. You can select as according to your case. And the next, we'll hit next. Do you have a job offer in Canada? No, we will select no here. We don't have any job offer. What is your birth date? You will select the birth date as according to your passport or your document that you have, your travel document. You will select any, July 1. What is the highest level of education for which you have earned in Canadian degree, diploma, certificate, or have you have had educational credential assessed? As I told you, before applying for express entry, applying under express entry, you have to evaluate your education as well. So the highest level of education, if you have masters, then you will be having a document that have been provided from VES after evaluating your study. So we will select here whatever, suppose we are selecting here master's degree or professional degree here. Okay, so we'll hit next here. Check all that applies. I have studied full-time in Canada for 2 years or more. I have at least 2 years of full-time work experience in Canada. The job must have been NOC code 0, skill level A or B. I have a relative in Canada who is 18 years old, or citizen permanent resident, and is my parents, children, grandparents, siblings, aunt, uncle, niece, and nephew. So we will. I'm creating this express entry profile for person who do not have anybody in Canada and never came to Canada, but he have experience in his or her own country. So we'll select none of the above here, and you can select whatever finds best in your case from this. We'll hit next. What is your marital status? So we'll select single here, never married, single, and we'll hit next. So on the basis of the data that we have provided to the system, it is telling us to continue, and we'll read this here. Based on your answer, you appear to be eligible to express entry. This was just the eligibility test, as I told you. So we'll hit continue, and it will ask more questions from you. What is your last name? So you have to fill this information very carefully. Just keep your travel document in front of you before filling this information. So I will fill the information as according to the dummy account that I have created. So we will see here, we will put the name Kumar, and what is your gender, you select it, and the date of birth will pop up automatically because we already filled it in the last eligibility test. So we'll hit next here. What is your marital status? Again we will select none and never married and single. Hit next. It's taking a bit time. So after filling some of the information, we have to fill these forms here: personal detail, contact details, study and language, application details, represented if you are applying with the help of a representative, this gonna be from here, and work history. So we'll open these forms here, personal details. So we will fill the personal details of the person. As I told you, we already filled it here, Raman Kumar, and the next one is country of birth. So it is very important to check your travel document at this time. So I'm applying for a person who is applying from India, so I will select India, and city and town of birth. So it is always on your travel document, it's always on your passport if you are using passport as your travel document. So the city and town is always over there. So I will just type a dummy answer here, and I will hit next here. So it will ask marital status, next. You already filled it. Tell us about Raman Kumar's passport or travel document. If Raman Kumar does not have a passport or travel document, tell us about his or her national identity document. Check the list at the bottom of the form. So we will have to, does Raman Kumar have a passport or national identity document? Yes. So we'll have to fill all the detail that is mentioned on your passport. So we'll select it here. It is a passport travel document, and we will type the dummy number here. So it could be anything, but you have to type it correct by checking on your passport. Okay. So I will select a dummy number, and you have to select the country or territory. Issue date, it was issued, suppose it was issued in 16. January 1 January, and expiry date is it any kind of passport, it is valid for 10 years. So we'll select here 25 December 31st here. Save and add. You can add multiple documents. Sometime some people have multiple passports. I mean to say, some are old passports and they are renewing it, so we have to put all the documents here. So we'll select next here. Okay, has Raman Kumar applied to immigrate or refugee and citizen Canada before? If it's your first time, then you will be selecting no. Otherwise, you have to you have to disclose that if you have any kind of refusals prior to applying to this express entry. So we'll select no. And countries of citizenship, how many countries of citizenship this person have. So we'll select only one country, India. Country of residence, it comes to in this case, country of residency can be different than country of citizenship. Suppose a person is from Pakistan and he's living in Canada, America, or he could be living in any other maybe in Dubai or any other country. So country of residence, we have to select the country from which we are applying for express entry system. So we will select India, since this person is applying from outside Canada. It could be any country that you are applying from. So we will select next. How many family members does Raman Kumar have? This includes Raman Kumar, a spouse or partner, dependent child, and their dependent children. So in this case, if a person is single, so we will be selecting only one, because in this case your siblings, your parents are not counted. This question means that, do you have any spouse or partner or dependent children and their dependent children? So it is your family. So we'll be selecting only one here, since this person is single and never married. And how much money in Canadian dollars he is bringing to Canada while coming to Canada as a permanent resident. As I told you, there is a certain amount that is fixed by Immigration of Canada for applying under federal skilled worker that person should have before. That's a minimum amount. So I will be selecting $14,000 here, because the minimum amount is $13,310. So we cannot go below that, but we can go more than that. Next. Do Raman Kumar have a relative who is a citizen or permanent resident? No, we will be selecting no here. This is it. Save and exit. And the next one is contact details. Language of correspondence, it's English. Hit next. It could be your email address, whatever email address you would like Immigration of Canada to respond on. So we'll be selecting this. I'm just typing a dummy Gmail account. Save and exit. We'll select next. So after completing the contact details form, we will be selecting the next one, study and language. So we'll hit continue here, and this page will show us the education history that we need to mention here, that we need to tell the government about our education history. So we will assess Raman Kumar's secondary and post-secondary periods of study for eligibility for express entry and use them to calculate Raman Kumar's scores. You can tell us about each period of study by filling in the fields below. So we'll select from here. Raman Kumar finished high school or any higher education including university, college or vocational training. So we'll hit yes. And the field of study refers to your program study, for example like accounting or engineering. So in which field you did your highest degree. So there are several fields here, so I will select the best one that suits to this guy. I will select business management marketing. So in which year he did this master's, so I would select 17, and which year he started. So he started in January 2017, and this is my current study. No, he already completed his study, so no. To which year? So it's 2 years of program, so we'll select 19, and we will select here 19 December. So it's 17, 18. So this accumulates to 3 years actually, 17 and 18. So we'll hit 18 here, 18 December. So it discounted as 2 years, right? And completed academics, it's 2 years, and full-time or part-time study, it's full-time study. Standing at the end of the study period, so in good standing, certificate or diploma or degree awarded, yes. Country of study, it's the same country that you did your education in, so I will select it here, India. City and town of study, so this is the town or city that your institute or university is located in, or you can find this city or town of the study answer on your credentials that you have received, or the degree paper that you have received from your institute. So we will write Jalandhar, and name of the school, so it could be anything. So I'll write an example here, college. You can write your particular name of the institution that you have did your master's degree in. So I will select master's level of education. So was Raman Kumar awarded a Canadian degree or diploma in this? No, so this is no. So let's hit. So they will ask, has Raman Kumar had an educational credential assessment within the past 5 years for the degree or diploma that he is certified in? So as I told you that we'll do the evaluation before creating the profile, so we'll select yes. Organization, there are several organizations that people use to get their study evaluated, but right now we will be selecting World Education Services. So date of date EC report issued, there will be a date that that letter will be issued by FS, so you can find a particular date mentioned on it. So we'll select suppose he did his graduation in he did his masters in 2018 December, so he got his masters evaluated in 19. Okay, we'll select 19 here, and in which month? Let's say March, and what date it is, so we'll select 1. So there will be an EC certification number on the paper that you will get. So I will type any exemplary number here. So you will have to type it correct level, correct number that will be mentioned on your West paper. So level of education shown on education credential assessment report. Your EC report will tell you if your foreign education is equal to a complete Canadian degree, diploma, or certificate. So according to this question, they're asking that what level of education did the Canadian agency evaluated your masters for. Suppose you did a masters in India, and here they evaluated it is a bachelor's, so that degree will not be counted as masters. So you have to talk to VES about it, or you have to choose another agency so that you can get a proper evaluation of your study, and you can get your proper scores evaluated on the basis of the study that you did in past. So we'll select master's degree because they evaluated it as a master's degree. So save and add. So you can see your education will be added up here. So after that we will hit next here, and you will be transferred to the next question, your knowledge of official language. As I told you that before creating an express entry profile, we have to have English general training paper, and the result should be in your hand. So I've already filled it, but I will select it again. So yes. So language test taken by IELTS. So it is always IELTS general training. So when this person did the test, so suppose he did last year, so select 21, because most of the time these language tests are basically valid for 2 years. So you can use the same TRF, or you can use the same result of test for several type of applications if it is valid. So we will select January 1. So the date we received so this is the date of the test. So basically most of the tests gave the result within like 13 to 15 days. So we'll select January. We will select the same month, and we'll select January 26. We received our TRF, and this is just a dummy number that we can mention here, and these are the scores that have mentioned here. Has Raman Kumar taken an approved language test to assess different? No. So because he did not do any French, because he did only English, so we'll select this one, and we'll save and exit. So you can see here it is completed. If there is anything written in progress, that means your application or your form is not filled correctly, or there is a mistake. So you have to double check it. And application details, will do continues. So in which province or territory would Raman Kumar consider to live in? So there are several choices of different candidates. They want to go to which province, and they're most likely they're interested in which province. So there are different provinces here. You can select all the provinces, or you can choose it with your preference in which province you want to get settled in. So I will select Ontario here, and you have to read this information. In this information, they say the information contained in your expense entry submission collected by the Ontario Ministry of Citizenship and Immigration to use in the connection with your participation in the Ontario Express entry. So this is just because some of the provinces have provincial nomination programs as well. If you select all these provinces here, if any province is interested in your application or in your profile, they can send you a provincial nomination invitation that may help you getting your express entry profile boosted, because any province sends you an invitation for a provincial nomination program that can boost your score by 600. So this is just, we will select yes. So we'll select next. So here we go. So this is the same question that I have already explained you right away. So has Raman Kumar received a nomination certificate from a province or territory? No. We'll select no here. So we'll select save and exit. So this is complete and representative information. Continue form. So this question is just for the people who use representative to represent their profile to Immigration of Canada. So right now this person is applying on his own basis. So we'll select no here, save and exit. So the last one is your work history. So this is very crucial and this is very important. Continue form. So as I told you, you have to, it hardly matters how many jobs you did, but you have to be very precise about this. If you did a supervisor job, your manager job, or any field, it could be any field, but you have to find the NOC code for your job before entering your work history. So right here, is the toolbar. So you can type your position, what you were doing on your job, and you can right away you can find your NOC code, and you can match the job duties along with the code that you find. So here we will go with the restaurant manager, restaurant and food service manager. It is the code for this is 0631. So I will select this one here. I already selected it. So we'll scroll down. And did Raman Kumar first become qualified to practice in this occupation? So we'll start. We will mention the date here. Suppose this person started in 2021 January. So we'll hit next here. And does Raman Kumar have a certificate of qualification from a Canadian province or a territory? No. So we'll hit next. And does Raman Kumar have a job offer in Canada? No, he don't have any job offer. So next. So we will assess Raman Kumar's current previous jobs for express entry and use them to calculate Raman Kumar's scores. You can tell us about each job by filling the fields below, and do not enter any work related to performed during your apprenticeship process. So as I told you, some people may have multiple jobs, and they have completed their work experience for several years. So you have to mention all the jobs along with the time period when you started and when you finished, and you have to find a specific NOC code for your job. I will make a different video on this, but for now, as if I'm applying for this person, he have only experience of 2 years. Suppose he started in January 2021, and 1.5 year actually, and he's still working on this position, suppose. And so we'll select here no, and next. The following questions are about your education work experience recognized by Canada. In Canada, IRC will only use this information. So this question is just for the search purpose. If you are free and you want to give more information to IRCC, so you can do it on yourself. Otherwise, for now, I will select no and save and exit. So here we go. So we have given our information to Express Entry Canada, that these are the things that we have right now, and we are eligible to apply under Express Entry. And after this, we will just wait for our invitation. If we are eligible and we have scored enough to get an invitation in the next draw, and we can check this account. We'll hit continue. And it is really very important to certify the information, because if you don't do this here, I agree, and you do not give any declaration or confirmation for submission, that means you are not into the pool yet. So we have to read all your declaration and electronic signatures. So we'll read all the information here. I select agree, and Raman Kumar, and we hit the next, Raman Kumar. And this is the security question, and we will sign here. The form could not be submitted because of the following error. So we'll have to select I agree. Okay, we have to select this I agree, and then now we can sign in. There must be a problem again. I agree. Consent for use of information for research and evaluation purposes. So yes. So this is the question that you have to fill properly and sign in. So transmit, this is the last step to submit your profile under express entry, and you will be in a pool till the time you get a invitation, or till the time your profile expires. Transmit. So when you see this screen, congratulations, you have submitted your application or profile. So you have to read all this information here and exit the questionnaire. And when you exit the questionnaire, you can see a view the application you submitted. Here all the information that you have given to Express Entry Canada, all the information will be here. If there is any update or any invitation received or any invitation from the province, or that is called provincial nomination programs, so you will see it here. You will see application profile updated, so check full application status. So by clicking this, it is taking a bit long, sorry about that, because we have created this fresh profile. So you can check your profile here. So not eligible for express entry, so as I told you. So because I have used so many fake informations here, that is the only reason I got this letter that your express entry profile has been reviewed and we have determined that you are not eligible. This is a computerized information. So this is a whole preview of your express entry profile, guys. Congratulations, you have submitted the express entry profile here. You are already in the pool and you have just to wait for your invitation from Government of Canada if any draw comes up in the future. If you like my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends so that they can gain much information about immigration of Canada, and I will be posting more videos in the future. Please do like and share it as much as you can, and thanks for watching today. We will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.